Hi everyone, welcome to a very special video where we're going to be taking a look at the new Bauer Reactor R5 Pro equipment. This line is based off the Vapor X5 Pro line, which is the second price point in the Hyperlight 2 range. And it's printed with Bauer's classic Reactor 5 graphics, available in red, blue and black. And it's a perfect option for goalies that want a pro level pad with custom looking graphics, but at that second tier price point. So without having to wait that 8 to 10 weeks for a custom order or having to pay top of the range for Hyperlight 2 or Shadow prices for a great custom looking set of equipment. So it's a great option that Bauer have released to us here. And in this video, we're going to be taking a quick look at everything from the pads, the gloves, and also the R5 Pro stick. So we'll start off with a quick overview of the leg pads, just pointing out some of the key features. The R5 Pro is for goalies that want a thin leg pad that gives off strong rebounds, but still has a lot of flex in the knee, the thigh, and the boot area, which are the features that we've grown to love from the Vapor range. So the R5 Pro has the Stabilislide knee block from the Hyperlight 2, which if you've watched my reviews on that in the past, you know is probably my favorite feature in Bauer's leg pads there. Has curved composite in the thigh, so it is a very, very good, high quality pro level construction to the core here with curved composite throughout the top there, so you're going to get decent durability on there without sacrificing any sort of weight or mobility there. As we go down, we've got the Vapor Tune Fit 2.0 strapping system that you'll see in the Hyperlight 2 range as well. So really, really well adjustable there. You can dial that into exactly how you like your leg pads to feel. And we've got the basic sort of Bauer bungee toe tie system there, which is standard across all ranges now. But overall, extremely light. Even though it's a second price point pad, you'd expect that to be a bit heavier than the Hyperlight 2s. But this is not the case at all. Still really, really light. I would still consider this a pro level pad, even though it's a second price point in the range. So yeah, really, really recommend it. And you can't deny that the graphics look absolutely fantastic. So as I mentioned before, if you're looking for a custom looking leg pad without having to wait that 8 to 10 weeks or paying top level prices, if you want a second price point pad that looks like a custom pad, this is the way to go. So let's take a little look at the blocker and the catcher. So next up we have the blocker, and the R5 Pro is surprisingly similar to the Hyperlight 2. I'd expect it to have some similarities, but it's almost identical in my opinion. There's obviously a couple of different materials from that being a second price point glove, but it still feels incredibly light. It's like really well balanced as well. You've still got the ergonomic backhand inside there, so it still hugs the back of the hand nice and comfortably, so that you can control your rebounds, you can control the wrist direction really, really well there. So yeah, and again, it looks great like the rest of the pads. So not much more to say on that. If you've seen my Hyperlight 2 reviews, then this isn't going to be particularly different at all. The only difference that I can spot is just slightly different palm material, and inside as well is just a different sort of suede material. But it still feels super comfortable, still helps you grip a stick really well. So yeah, highly recommend that. So next up we have the catcher, and the R5 Pro, given that it's modeled after the Hyperlight 2 and the X5 Pro, has a 60-degree break and a game ready palm as standard. And we have catch light material in the palm there, so it's just a Bauer's like protective foam that they've put in both sides of the palm here to protect from stingers and puck impact there, but without sacrificing that closure. So as I mentioned, it closes really, really well straight out of the box. And I was really surprised to see as well that it has curved composite in this whole cuff area here. So you'd expect that on the Hyperlight 2 in the top of the line glove, but with this being a second tier price point, I was very, very surprised to see that they've included those materials in there as well. So it's definitely still a pro level glove in my opinion. Still got some sort of great technology, great materials on there. Just again, not being that top of the line price point. So Bauer have done an excellent job here of creating a pro level glove at a secondary price. So last up, we have the R5 Pro stick. And same with the rest of the line, it's based off the Vapor X5 Pro stick. It's available in intermediate and senior sizes. So I'm just going to give a very quick rundown from bottom to top of the main features. So with the blade, we've got a Textreme blade there, which is sort of Bauer's blade technology that they use for control and durability. As we move up to the paddle, we've got the Aerofoam and the Bridge Core paddle. Both are there for improved response and to help with the energy transfer throughout the stick, so that you're not absorbing energy into your hand and getting any kind of stick vibration from puck impact there. We've got the Pentagrip from the Hyperlight and from the whole Vapor range, which is my absolute favorite feature from Bauer sticks, just how comfortable that is in your hand there. And we've also got a nice sort of tacky grip to the paddle and handle area there. As we move up to the shaft here, we've got the unidirectional carbon construction, and that's just there to create a really sort of responsive but durable shaft to the top end of the stick there. So we all get sort of shots to the shaft on the stick there, and you need a good quality material that's going to hold up to that so that we don't get breakages and bad durability throughout the stick. So to finish off, it's just a super clean looking stick. If you're familiar with Dominic Hasek or Curtis Joseph from back in the 90s, you'll recognize this stick straight away. Bauer have done an absolutely fantastic job with the graphics. And if you like the Vapor sticks but just want something that's nice and clean looking, graphics can get a bit busy with sticks now and then. They tend to be sort of nice and shiny with fancy graphics. So if you like those sticks but you just want something that's a bit more traditional looking, looks a bit more like a foam core stick, this is a stick for you. It's a pro level stick at a second price. It's the best way I can explain it there. It feels great, really, really light, and it just looks fantastic as well. So that's it for my whistle stop tour of the Reactor R5 Pro equipment. A huge thank you again to the guys at Puckstop, not only for sending this equipment down to me to make this video, but also for having me in the store the other day. I went up to have a look at this whole range of equipment so I could see all the different colors and sizes that were available. So if you're a goalie or you have a goalie that's in the market for pro level equipment, whether in senior or intermediate size, you want a custom looking set of gear but don't want to wait that 8 to 10 weeks, or don't want to pay a top custom level price range, so you want something that's at a second price point, definitely go and check these out. They're absolutely fantastic. I couldn't recommend them anymore. So if you have any questions or comments, please drop me a message or leave a comment below. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more review videos in the next few weeks.